Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hi, Caitlin. Yay,
I
finally.
know, I know. I tried joining on the other platforms, but I don't know if it's because it's on my computer. Then I tried from my phone. I'm not really sure why it wasn't connecting. I'm not really good with the live thing, so I'm still learning it.
It's okay.
Okay, awesome.
I I think there's a delay.
Is there a delay?
Yes, I can hear a delay. Can you?
I can't hear one.
You can or you can't?
I can't.
Okay. All right. Then let's just go ahead and get started.
Okay,
We'll
okay.
just get started.
All right, perfect.
Hopefully it doesn't lock me out. Hang on, I'm just trying to close out the other ones. Okay.
You're fine.
Hi. Well, hi everyone. Um, I'm Miss Mariana and this is Miss Caitlin. We are so excited to tell you guys all about Roblox tutoring and how it can help make your child successful. We apologize for the technical difficulties, but welcome. Okay, Caitlin,
All right, I'll go ahead and change
you
the
want
slide here. Okay. All right. So
perfect.
go ahead.
Okay, so we are giving away free tutoring. In order to get the free tutoring, all you guys have to do is invite your friends. You can either tag them in this video, you can tag them on social media, either Instagram, Facebook, and we'll continue on with the giveaway for 24 hours. So at the end of today, I'm going to be giving away some prizes. And then at the end of the 24 hours, I'll be giving away some more free tutoring. So feel free to tag your friends. The more people you tag, the more chances you have because I'll enter your name into a little raffle.
Awesome, awesome. Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and go to this one right here.
Yes, so the raffle, I think I kind of touched on it, but basically you'll enter the raffle for either 1 month's worth of free tutoring, a $25 Amazon gift card, or some Robux. And for those who don't know what Robux is, it is like digital currency that kids love. They can buy things for their avatars, they can buy different things in the games that they like, and it's used on Roblox. They're two different things. I get asked that a lot. Roblox is where they play the games, Robux is like the money they use to buy things in the game.
Okay.
Okay, friends. So this training is for you if you have a child that struggles with math, either in the form of having anxiety, just thinking about it, um, if they need a confidence boost when it comes to math, if you have a child who really needs to engage in math, maybe when you show them their math homework, they're giving you the, I don't want to do it, mom, I don't want to do this, I don't understand it, I don't like it, I don't want to. This is for you if that is your child. This is for you if your child is between 5 and I would say maybe like 14.
Yeah,
What do
14,
you
I would
think,
say as well.
Caitlin?
Yeah, I would say that too because aside of our level classes, we offer the one-on-one tutoring. So if there's like an essay they need to work on, or just math homework specifically that they need to work on, there's that one-on-one tutoring as well.
Yes. And a lot of times our students need to refresh their earlier skills, and that is perfectly fine. So we don't really like to label like third graders come into this level, fourth graders come into this level, because it's really the skills that we're helping them master. It doesn't matter if they're in like sixth or seventh grade. If they haven't mastered multiplication, they need to master that first before they can move on to other things. So the age isn't really the big thing for us. It's more of the skills. So if they still need to work on any math skills, really, this is for you. If you are a busy parent or caregiver who is looking for an effective way that is going to get your child excited to learn, then this is for you. It'll help improve their grades, improve their confidence, and even improve their motivation to get it done.
All right.
Oh,
And then we have this training is not for you if you believe in traditional ways in how to teach. So we do, Roblox, which a lot of parents haven't learned about, or maybe there's children aren't playing that game. But instead of just it being like a normal teacher in the front of the classroom and you have your students and you're just asking questions or just having them read, it's very a lot more engaging. And that's where that Roblox come in to help them actually want to learn, to help them, be excited to get those math practice and also reading practice in as well. If you're looking for advanced math tutoring beyond elementary, so we do the one-on-one tutorings, but if it's like high school or like college, we don't do the tutoring for that. It's usually for the children. If you're not open to using gamified learning tools like Roblox, because that is how we get our students engaged and excited during our lessons, or if you expect instant results. So usually all of the classes, it ranges between 1 to 12 students, just depending on how big the classroom is. And so it might not be your student or your child comes in and then right away you automatically see results, but you're going to slowly see those results as they get more excited to play Roblox and also the homework after the lesson. Okay.
we have had some amazing results from kids who have taken Roblox math class. We have some testimonials from both parents and students. So the parents are usually super excited to see kids asking for homework, asking for more homework. Sometimes they're wanting to do extra math
Mhm.
homework because we reward them with Robux, which is very motivating. And then the kids are super excited because they're getting to play games with their friends, which most of them are already doing, to be honest. But now instead of just running around on the Roblox platform, they're learning math and improving their math skills. And then they're taking that back to school and doing good in tests and on their assignments at school. And they're able to not only catch up to their peers, but then they're able to move ahead and go through the material faster because they're actually excited to learn it. It doesn't feel like a chore. And some of the ones that we've had, we'll just read a couple of them, but let's see. My daughter used to freeze up every time she faced a math problem. After learning some anxiety reducing techniques from Miss Mariana, she's much more relaxed and willing to try. Her confidence has grown and she's even starting to enjoy math. And that was from Laura, parent of an 8-year-old. Um, and the method that we use, it's not only for special needs children, it's really for anyone. We developed it for special needs children, but it's worked for
Yeah.
every type of learning style. Do you want to read one or two,
Yeah, I can
Caitlin,
read one.
or
Yeah,
maybe
of course.
share your favorite testimonial?
Yeah, of course. One thing that I wanted to add also is whenever we give parent feedback, so that's something that we will send out after every time we meet. So it just kind of gives the parents an idea of what we learned that day, things that the student needs to improve on, and just the game we played, and then also letting you know the homework. But usually that has also built a lot of confidence for a lot of my students because they get to hear the teacher's opinions and how they seen that student grow just in 1 or 2 classes. So we have, since incorporating Roblox into my son's learning routine, his interest in math has skyrocketed. He used to struggle with basic concepts, but now he's eager to tackle new challenges because it feels like a game. His grades have improved and he's more confident in his abilities. And that was from Sarah, a parent of Sarah, and she's 9 years old. All right. Go ahead and slide this one over.
All right, so what we are going to teach you guys today, we have 3 secrets we are going to be revealing to you guys. The first secret is the power of gamified learning. You've heard about Roblox, but maybe aren't so sure how it incorporates with learning. So you'll get to discover exactly how using these interactive games can make math concepts come to life and keep your child engaged. The second secret is how we help your child overcome math anxiety. We have several effective techniques to reduce math-related stress and build your child's confidence in their very own abilities. And a lot of that comes from gameplay and it just being a child's natural instincts. They want to play, they want to interact with others, so it just comes naturally. And the third secret is building a strong foundation. Understanding the importance of mastering basic arithmetic skills will set your child up for future academic success.
All right. Awesome. Do you want to do yours first?
Yes. So I'm Miss Mariana. For anyone who doesn't know me, I am the founder of Miss Mariana's Tutoring Family, and I am blessed to be working with some of the best tutors and partners I could ever even imagine. And Miss Caitlin is one of them, and she'll introduce herself in just a second. But I have a master's degree in psychology with a specialization in child and adolescent development. And I got into the education field when my own child needed a tutor. And that's when I just threw myself into it, learned everything I could, went back to school. And I've actually learned that a lot of people in education came to education for their own children or some other format that they got brought into it and then fell in love with it. And I think that that's kind of what happened to you, Caitlin, is you kind of brought
Yeah.
into it. And I want to say I fell in love with it,
Yes.
but I'll let you go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, of course. So I'm Caitlin Caldwell. I started tutoring with Miss Mariana's Tutoring Family in September. So it's kind of really a big change for me because I was at Chick-fil-A as one of their service leaders for 5 years. And so it was a really big change, but I knew I wanted to do something that gave me a purpose, something that wasn't really, the same thing every day, but something that I could actually help change someone's life. And so I'm going to Dalton State. I'm a junior at Dalton State, majoring in criminal justice and have a minor in social justice. I should be graduating next spring, so I'm very excited about that. And then whenever I was in middle school and high school, I was a part of this group called peer leadership. And so that's where I went into different classrooms and I tutored students that were in middle school and in high school that were struggling with math and reading skills. So I helped prep the lesson plans, helped grade the homework, and then also, while the teacher was teaching, would do one-on-ones with the students who needed that extra help. But just like Miss Mariana said, I have fell in love with it. And honestly, this might be a new career path for me. So I've enjoyed it a lot.
That's awesome. And I'm so happy to have you
Yeah.
because now more than ever, a strong foundation in math and reading is essential for academic success for future opportunities because the world is changing. Education is changing, career paths are changing, and the way that our children learn is changing. So investing in personalized tutoring now is not only going to build each child's skills and their confidence, but also a lifelong love of learning. Because let's face it, we're forever learning. Even now, there are things that I'm learning that I never even thought of when I was younger. So learning is kind of like a lifelong skill that really we all should have. And what if we can teach kids to love to learn, then we're setting them up for a lifetime of success. Also, now more than ever, with COVID having happened and lockdowns having happened, a lot of kids unfortunately missed basic skills because they were either doing distance learning, which is different than what we do, by the way. There's a lot of trauma associated with distance learning because kids were just like given packets of work and just like sent on their
Thrown on.
ways. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's not what we do. We meet live like this and we talk to the kids and they get to see us and they know if they're doing a good job or if they need to fix something right away. So it's kind of like they're just live with a teacher. They're just doing it on Zoom, which is super cool because they can meet with us right from their own homes.
Mhm.
And we're so excited to be able to bring these tools to you guys and to your children because we need strong leaders. And that's what we're hoping to do is to build lifelong strong leaders to lead our world.
Yes, I like to say arming the next generation. That's
Yes,
what my college professors like to say to us. So yeah.
we love it.
All right, so this one is how I did it. So, as a child, I knew that there were certain subjects that I was struggling with that I never really got a tutor for. And I think that that's exactly why I love doing it so much because I get to give back to the kids with something that I never got given whenever I was a child. Seeing their smiles whenever good job, like that is correct. Or even, whenever you correct them and then they get it right the second time, that just seeing that light up in their face, that and just having patience with them because not every student is going to learn at that same pace. And that's why, every lesson, most of the time, unless it's a big class, it's utilized for that student.
Yes, so let's get into our secrets. Secret one, the power of gamified learning, why it works. Gamified learning transforms concepts that may have seemed foreign, like area, um, volume. They've looked at it on a worksheet before, and maybe it was just something that they felt like they had to memorize. But then we get to bring them into a world in Roblox where they're walking around and they can see shapes and we can help them understand that what fits inside of this is the volume and how long this is and how wide it is going to help us understand the area and maybe how much grass we can put down in this area. So it starts to make sense and they're able to actually see it in like a real world concept. Obviously, Roblox isn't the real world, but seeing that area can be used to build like a plot of grass is more real to them than just giving them a worksheet with like a box and saying, find the area. The second secret is that the strategies for overcoming math anxiety are, let me explain this in a way that makes sense. So, math anxiety can be paralyzing. It can cause them to just not even want to look at it, especially if it's a worksheet with numbers that aren't really making sense. You can imagine why they're saying, no, I don't want to do this. I'm not good at this. And then it can bring on negative talk, negative feelings. And actually, a lot of kids have developed a math trauma, especially if they've come from a big classroom where they're embarrassed to ask questions. They don't want friends to laugh at them. They don't want to seem like the only one who doesn't get it. So they may just keep their questions inside and that hurts their self-esteem. It brings down their confidence, and then that causes the anxiety. So this trauma kind of builds up, and as you can imagine, it doesn't get better unless someone comes in and helps them understand that math isn't that bad. And math is not something that we are all born just knowing. It's something we have to work at, and we have to ask questions when we don't understand. And that's what I'm here for. So ask away. And it kind of just opens up this whole world where they can feel safe. They're doing something that they already love, playing Roblox with their friends, and they're so much more comfortable asking questions when it's just like a conversation like this. Because, like Caitlin said, we're not standing in front of the classroom and asking them to memorize anything. We're just playing, and they're running around, and they're much more likely to say, "What? I don't know how to do this. I'm just going to guess." And then we can say, "Well, hang on a second. Let's do it together. This is how I do it." And the teaching moments happen right then and there quickly, and they don't even realize that, oh, I'm being taught. They just feel like, oh, I'm playing, I'm having fun, I'm making friends. And that's how they get over their math anxiety. The third secret is about building a strong foundation. And why it works is because it takes away the blockage from being able to do the higher order thinking and the higher math that comes from the higher grades. In order for me to do functions or graph things, I need to know how to do arithmetic. I need to understand how to add, subtract, multiply, divide. So these are foundations that we are building. Just like a house, doesn't matter how strong the roof is, if the foundation is weak, it's going to crumble, it's going to crack. Same thing with math. We really need to make sure that the foundational skills are strong. That's why we always start with an assessment, or we will let you know the first time that we interact with your child if they need a higher level or if we feel like they need to go back and review some of the lower level skills, which is perfectly fine. But we have to be able to build that strong foundation so that they can get stronger and get to the next levels. Those are the secrets.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, so you might be feeling overwhelmed by the thought of helping your child with math homework. Frustrated with the lack of progress despite trying different methods, which is usual with the new math homework and concepts that are giving now. Concerned about your child's math anxiety or lack of confidence. Unsure to how to make math interesting and engaging for your child. Worried that your child is falling behind in school, exhausted from trying to balance work and life while also supporting your child's education. Imagine your child eagerly looking forward to math sessions and enjoying every moment. Watching your child confidently solve math problems without hesitation and seeing significant improvement in your child's math grades. Your child viewing math as an exciting adventure rather than a daunting task, which is usually the transition that we see. Witnessing your child's newfound love for learning and feeling a sense of relief and pride as your child excels academically. They could do it alone or with a mentor or community. Your child could try to overcome their mental challenges alone, which might take a long time and lead to that frustration. Or they could join a supportive community with an experienced mentor who provides guidance, encouragement, and a proven strategy for success. One thing that I wanted to add too from the last slides that we went over is there are a lot of students that I have too that are, because of that math anxiety that they have built up, and they're not confident to speak out loud. at the top of the screen when we meet, a lot of students will communicate in the chat box that's given. But what I normally see is for the first 2 weeks, a lot of students they'll communicate in the chat box because they're too scared to ask the question out loud or they're too scared to give that answer. But then as we continue meeting, it'll surprise me because they'll turn that mic on or their camera on, and they are now confident to actually ask those questions out loud and among their other students that are with us.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you
they
have these
definitely
two
begin to.
options here. So just like we said, you can do it alone, or you can do it with a tutor in a community that is here to support your child and you, of course, as well.
We have a goodie bag of resources that we're going to be offering anyone who would like to go ahead and sign up for the Roblox math courses with us. You will get a full 16 weeks worth of classes if you enroll in the whole program. The 16 weeks will include exclusive access to our online resources. We'll have worksheets, practice problems, video tutorials to reinforce learning, and that goes along with the weekly live tutoring sessions that we have for the 16 weeks. So this is kind of like in addition to that little extra for you guys.
All right, perfect. Then we
Cool.
also have personalized progress reports. So that goes with the feedback. We also have some parents that will send us their child's grades, and then we will try to make a plan in order to get those grades up by the certain, because I know sometimes they'll do the midterm grades and then they'll do their final grades. So depending on when those grades are sent, we'll try to build that plan to get them ready for their last tests.
Yes, we go around each child. So feel free to send us any newsletters or teacher recommendations, report cards, progress reports. We're not a one size fits all type of program. We adapt to each child.
Okay.
We also have weekly Q&A sessions. Really, you can ask questions anytime, to be honest. We have a new group on School. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it's super fun to use. Parents are welcome to ask questions. They're encouraged to give advice to others who are posting their questions. And it's really a community where we can kind of join together and support one another. So there's lots of support.
All right, parent support group. So connect with other parents for tips, advice, and engagement, encouragement. So just like Miss Mariana just said, that goes along with the school app. So there's posts on there that other parents and Miss Mariana post weekly, sometimes daily. So that comes with it as well.
And at the end, your child will earn a certificate of achievement because we want to make sure that we celebrate your child and they see their progress and they can be proud of themselves because honestly, they want to make their parents proud. They are so excited to say, hey, I finished this level. Mom, look what I did. Mom, look what I accomplished. Or Dad, look at this. It is inside of them. So even if you haven't seen that yet, I promise you it's in there and they want to have that achievement and to be able to share it with you. So that is something that I really enjoy doing is giving them the little certificates at the end of the 16 weeks once they've completed a level and then they can move on to the next level.
Awesome. And then their Robux rewards. So, depending on which class you have, so for our level 1s through 5, it will be earned through our homework. And so there will be that homework posted after every session. If there's ever a time that you're not able to find it, you could always message us and we'll send it directly to you. But that is how the students will earn Robux. And just as mentioned earlier, most of the time, the students will ask for extra. Can you go ahead and send me the next 2 or 3 weeks of homework? And they'll send it back that day because that also gets them encouraged to do their homework and then they get that reward. If you take like a multiplication graduation class, which is where we go through 12 weeks and we learn multiplication facts 1 through 12, we go into a game called Multiplication Graduation where we will graduate or complete one room every time we meet. So the one's room first, the two's room second, all the way to 12. And then they earn 50 Robux per class that they complete. So really after every session, as long as they complete that class of the day. And so that also gets them ready to do their math.
Yes. So we have a couple different classes going on, but all of them are really created to transform math anxiety into math mastery. So we do have a specific math anxiety class that is put on through Brainy Spinach, which is a game developer and creator that we are working with who is brilliant. He's actually created some of the math games in Roblox. We are blessed to have him as part of our team. And we also have multiplication graduation and the different levels of math. So really, if there's any math that your child needs to get better at, or you want them to get better at, or they're ready to have some enrichment and move ahead, then we have a class for them. And it's only $30 per week. Some of them are 25 minutes, some of them are 50 minutes. So just get in contact with one of us and we'll kind of guide you on which one to sign up for. But really, this offer is for your child to transform their math trauma into, I can do this math. And I am so proud of myself for being able to do this math. And to me, that's priceless. Not to be like cliche about it, but it really is. You can't put a price on that. So $30 a week is like, it's a no-brainer. Like, let's just do it. They're going to overcome math anxiety. They're going to have fun. They're going to learn that math is something that they can do, they can get good at. They're going to build those strong foundational skills, which are essential for the higher maths. And they're going to gain so much confidence, and it's going to help improve their math grades.
All right. All right, so now we'll go over some different games that we play. These won't be all the games that we play. We do play some that are specifically math games. So whenever you go in, there will be maybe we'll say escape the lava. So you solve a variety of math problems and you can choose your level. So you can choose addition and subtraction, or you could choose your multiplication and division. And you're given a math problem and you solve it in order to escape lava. There's also some in there that are math obstacle courses. So as you're going through an obstacle course, you might land on like a certain number. And then whenever you land on that number, that's whenever it prompts you that math question. But there's also some that don't have math problems inside the game, but we find a way to make it math related. So Adopt Me is introducing counting by twos using real world examples. Interactive games like Adopt Me and Roblox is used to reinforce counting. So practice worksheets and fun activities to solidify the learning experience there. So they might go in and count how many animals they have, or how much it costs to get one. So let's say it's $20 just for one. I might ask them, okay, well, if it's $20 for one, how much would it be for three? And then we would do that math problem then.
Another one is Mining Simulator. And Roblox is a platform that has a whole bunch of games. Some of them are educational, some of them are role-playing games, some of them are obbies, which are obstacle courses. They call them obbies. And then there are some that are tycoons, which is kind of a place where they need to start off with nothing and then build their way up. And in all of these games, there are different math skills that we can incorporate. This one in particular is one where we can teach them about money, because they'll always need to learn about money. So understanding the basics of money, currency, and transactions is something that we'll do in this one. We'll show them the lesson at the beginning of class. There's usually a video, practice problems, so that we can make sure that they understand the concept of the day, and then we'll go into Roblox and play. So we're not actually in Roblox the entire time. Even though it's Roblox themed, we're going through a lesson and making sure that they understand the concept of the day first before they get to go in and play. And these hands-on activities like mining in Roblox are going to help solidify the concept in their mind and help it stick because now they see, oh, I can sell this for $1.50. Well, what about if I sell five of them? How much money will I have? And then what do I do with that money? Well, I'm going to need to subtract from it when I want to buy something. So they're really kind of making sense of the math rather than just like learning about numbers on paper on a worksheet and then that's it. So this is more of the type of learning that's going to stick and stay with them and help them understand the practical application.
Awesome. All right, and then we have the Theme Park Tycoon 2. So this is multiplying by fours. So with Theme Park Tycoon, if I'm remembering it correctly, and you can also add to it, Miss Mariana, but you're given like an obstacle course where you are creating your own roller coaster, your own theme park. And so you have to create your own measurements in order to do that. So you might have 4 inches of a railing here, and you might add more to it, more feet to it. And so that is what we will do to learn that multiplying by fours fact. And so the theme park tycoon too. Did you want to add anything to this one here? I think I've only played it
Yeah,
one or two times.
yeah, there's actually a whole lot to do in this. I've done it with some of my middle schoolers where we've learned about area, ratio, proportions, um, multiplying fractions, division. There's all kinds of lessons that we've had in this. And most of the kids are familiar with either a tycoon or theme park tycoon because there's a lot of these types of games in there. So it really gives us an opportunity, like an open door to teach them about math because they're already excited to be there and playing it. So it's really, it's fun. I love it. I think I really wish that this was around when I was younger because I would have definitely taken like every Roblox math class ever.
Yes. All right. All right, then we have a restaurant tycoon. So this is where we will learn fractions and decimals. And there's other games we'll learn it in as well. But usually, whenever students are first introduced to decimals, it's so foreign to them, and they feel like they're going to add it differently or subtract it differently than they would just whole numbers. And so this gives us. When we go in and we purchase food or we sell food, it gives us that money concept that we would learn in a different lesson, but we're adding decimals now. So letting them know how to add change, that it's added just the same. You carry it or borrow just the same as addition and subtraction. You just have a decimal point to separate the change from the whole dollar. Or if you're doing measurements, from part to whole as well.
And Bee Swarm Simulator. This is a fun one. We have to mine honeycombs and get honey. And the more honey that you get, the more things that you can build. So what we do with this one is kind of data and graphing basics. We'll introduce how to collect data and how to use it to create graphs. And it's a lot easier to understand how to analyze the data and see um, for example, how much pollen do I need to get from this flower in order to be able to build one honeycomb? It's much easier for them to look at that and analyze it rather than just numbers on a page.
Right. Okay.
So that's how we use that one.
Do you want me to go
And
over
now
this
the
one?
fun stuff. I can go over this one. So we've put everything together for you guys, and we're offering it as a package deal. So we've built this program so that you don't have to. We've kind of given you the secrets to how to do it on your own, and you are more than welcome to do it on your own, or you're welcome to have us help with it. Since we've already created all of the worksheets that go along with the games, we have all of the lessons that go along with the games. Basically, it's usually $50 per session for tutoring. We're also going to be giving you access to all of those online resources, which is about a $200 value. You have all of the lessons unlocked. You have all of the worksheets unlocked. Some parents ask us for extra resources because they want extra practice, and that is something that we are more than happy to provide. We also work with teachers, psychologists, school counselors, IEPs, 504s. So there's really a lot that goes on behind the scenes that we are giving to you as kind of just added value. Another big one is the personalized progress reports that we provide you with. You will get those after every session. And then we do more of a comprehensive progress report kind of midway through, and then at the very end, we'll give you a breakdown of everything that they've worked on and some recommendations on what they should work on next. We also have the weekly, really daily Q&A sessions where you can ask questions, which is just $100 value in itself. The parent support group, the certificate of achievement, the Robux rewards. You've probably heard your child asking you for Robux, and yes, it is real money, but that is something that we provide as part of the program. I purchase the Robux and make sure that we have more than enough to give to the students as they're performing math problems, and so that they're really getting excited and getting motivated to do the math, which really brings us to a total value of over $625. And we're giving it to you guys for just $30 per session. And not only are we giving you all of this for only $30 per session, but we also have a satisfaction guarantee. If you are not completely satisfied with the progress your child makes in the first month, we'll provide a full refund with no questions asked. So it's really a no-brainer. We promise your child will transform. They will love math. They will get better grades. They will do good in school, or give you all your money back.
All right. You want me to go ahead? Do you want to take questions before we do the raffle?
Yes, let me see if I can find anyone's questions.
Okay.
Um, but if anyone has questions later on, or if you posted a question and I didn't get to see it because I'm honestly not even sure where the questions are at this point, because I don't see any. That doesn't mean that there isn't any there. But just ask us. You can email me, text me, you can message Caitlin. My email address is marianav920@gmail.com. You can also message us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, wherever you want to message us. We're more than happy to answer any questions. So I think we'll do our first raffle. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so our first winner of the evening is Amanda Langston Barnett. Congratulations, Amanda.
Awesome.
So Amanda, I will leave it up to you if you want to either take the Amazon gift card, the month of free tutoring, or the Robux for your kids. So you are our first winner. Congratulations, Amanda.
Yay.
And everyone else, you can still enter the raffle because I'm going to give away at least 2 more by the end of the day tomorrow by inviting a friend, tagging a friend, or sharing with a friend. So every time that I see you've tagged a friend, I'll enter you into the raffle and do another random raffle.
Yay.
Congratulations, Amanda. Okay. And I think that's it. Is that it, Caitlin?
Yeah, I think so. I think we have, yeah, pretty much covered everything. If you do decide to sign up, just like Miss Mariana said, it's not going to be 100% game time. We try to make it a 50-50, just depending on how long their lesson is or how many students are in the class at that time, because that will determine how much time it takes up. But we do the lesson first, and then the game follows behind it.
Yes, and we personalize it to your child. So if they're struggling with something, we're not going to move on to something else and just
Right.
leave them be. We'll make sure that they feel comfortable, or at least we have a plan moving forward on how to make them feel comfortable with that concept. So it's really like per child basis on how the lesson goes. There's a basic plan and a basic outline, but we may move faster, we may go a little bit slower, because we're here to help your children learn and thrive.
Mhm.
So, Caitlin, thank you so much for joining me.
Absolutely. Thank
And
you for having me.
yes, it was a pleasure. Thank you to everyone who joined. If you have questions or you're ready to sign up, just shoot us a message and we will take the next steps with you.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I'll see you soon. Talk to you guys soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, Caitlin. Thank
Bye. Have
you.
a great day, of course.